And first and foremost, we're going to start out with your introduction, sir. And who
All
are
right.
you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Gerald Donegan, also known as J Dub, the People's DJ. Um, I've known Mr. Reno Castine and Cliff G, since we were in high school together. And from that, we got a movement going here where we want to try to big up the Midwest. West side, the east side, and the south side. Right now, they've gotten their opportunities to shine a little bit, and I think there's some talent here in Milwaukee, and I want to get that going. I'm starting up my own company for the People Entertainment. It's a DJ business. Um, well, we also are going to try to branch out to other artists, try and just pull the Midwest in and try to create our own sound that the world can respect and see us, because I think we're more than just Twisted and Do or Die. I think there's people there's some talent out there, and I want to make sure that we showcase them as well, because there's something big about us.
Perfect, perfect. So we know who you are. We know that you DJ. Also do vocals. Lead singing vocals and all that stuff that we working on for this new album and all that stuff. But aside, well, not even aside, but including the music that we're working on and what you're doing with your DJ company, what inspires you to do that, to be you? What inspires you to be DJ J Dub?
Well, I kind of stumbled upon this DJing thing. A good friend of mine, when I was down and out and I didn't have a job, pointed me in the direction of this in the newspaper, and I started doing these little weddings for another company, and from there, I was just running with it, and I've always had a real desire for music and entertaining people, and I think what inspires me is just on an entertainer type of plane. I think what inspires me is just the ability to get in front of that crowd and put on the show they're going to respect and love. And, if they go back and they remember, like, hey, this guy, he put on a great performance. He made sure I was entertained. He made sure that all the bases were covered and I had a blast, and I want to see him again. As far as in my day-to-day life, I just recently got married.
Congrats, dog. Congrats.
I just want to take, that relationship further with my wife, and maybe settle down and have some kids, and develop a house and a household that goes from just being a household to a home, and being able to have a secure future for my family. So outside of music and being an entertainer, I'm inspired to just live a life that's full, take care of my wife and family, and I love my friends too. I want to make sure that everyone around me is taken care of, and treated well as best that I can.
Perfect, man. Perfect. So, big inspirations for DJ J is gonna be the wife, the kids, the household, the music, friends. So, you a whole person, man. You got a whole lot of people you gotta that inspire you. With that said, too, what's the next question? Basically, gonna be why music? Out of all of the things you have going for you in your life, with your family, friends, and stuff. How does music fit into that? Why is music such a big force in your life?
Well, when I wasn't around a lot of technical or technology earlier on. For me, it wasn't about video cameras. I used to write and things, but when I write, it would be more for myself. And with the help of my partners, Twan G and Reno K, we have this one common denominator, and it's the music. I believe that with this music, we can finally put a voice to the things that we're feeling in this society, to just be more than ourselves. We want something to inspire us, because everybody's had a day where they just didn't know if the path they were right was right. Everybody needs that little something to get them going. And with this music, I don't know anybody that isn't influenced by music. There's always some sort of talk going on in the news and the media about music, and I think it's the best way to reach people. And one thing that's always going on, as long as you got a car or a TV, there's always some music or something going on. And I think that everyone can relate to music, so that's why I enjoy music.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, with you guys doing this music, or not you guys, us guys, next question really is going to be, what's your goal for, what's your personal goal that you want to take away from not only the album that we're working on as a group, but for this project in general? Because the project really is not something that's one person is going to be putting in more than somebody else. It's kind of like a group thing that's going to go into the realms of what's going to inspire us and other people around us. So what's your goal for the album first, and then your goal for the actual project, the inspiration project as a whole?
With this project, what I'd like to make sure I can do is just perfect myself, really. I just want to make sure that I put out a solid product that people will respect and love. And how do I do that? I think I can only do that by being real, And I have to try to find it in myself, to find the eloquent words put on this paper that we finally turn around and sing, put it through the wire, and send it to the public. My goal is to make sure that when you hear this project, that it's entertaining and it's inspirational, as the title says, and stays with you. I don't want it to be a fly-by-night thing that you hear on the radio and you forget about. I want it to be something where generations from now, when we're older, we can look back and say, this is something we worked on as a group, and we managed to find success, and we managed to inspire a whole nation of new people, new generations of young people to be better than where they are now, and give them that hope that there is a rainbow, there is a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. I want to make sure that that's what the project does. I want to make sure that it's something on such a grand scale that people just have to give it its proper due and treat it like a classic, like we want to make it.
That's what's up. So, the biggest question, the $100,000 question for this interview that we're going to end with is, what is your main goal in life? What is, at the end of the day, when the sun sets and you're on your deathbed, what are you going to do right now that is going to make the future you say, I am who I am, I have to, the question, basically, let me break it back down. I'm sorry I'm messing up. But it's going to be, what are you going to do right now to make sure that you have a full life? What is going to make you a success at the end of the day when you dead and gone?
Well, first, I have to figure out what is success at the end of my life. Right now, I'd say I'm in the second quarter of my life. I'm still young enough to where I can remember being a young kid and still learning. You know, I've got a lot of lumps on my head, you know, from making mistakes. But first, I want to find out what will I deem as success. You know, I just got married. We got this house now, and I guess I just want to build on it. I want a foundation for my future generations in my family. You know, one thing that's died in American society among black men and women is just that nucleus at home. You know, my buddy Reno K, I kind of envy him in that he had two parents that stayed with each other through thick and thin to be successful together. You know, and now they have a business at home, and you know, Pops still goes out and he does his thing. You know, and I respect that, and I want to bring that type of foundation to my life. You know, that's, you know, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we're fiscally secure. I don't leave a crazy amount of debt on my children, because I plan on having some. And I want to make sure that at the end of the day, I have a lot of memories to go off of, because growing up, I didn't have so many close friends and things like that. I want to build on my relationships, the people I've come to know, and want to make sure that my company is successful, and that you know, there's growth, and that it's able to be something where I'm not just a one-man team any longer, but it's something big. It's a corporation that, you know, other people can participate in and give them a wage that gives them that opportunity at the American dream, like I'm trying to reach for. You know, and I think that's about all I have, man. That's all I can think of.
All right. Well, no more questions left. Any final words for the public before we turn the lights off and the cameras off?
I would say, everybody, this Inspiration CD is going to be hot. This project is something, it's big. And I think people should look at it with a more serious eye than how we are. I know we clown, we're party guys, we do our thing. But really pay attention to the lyrical content in this one, because I think you'll be surprised at just how deep we're trying to make this project. And more than that, make sure you check us out. You know, we got a lot of talent here in the Midwest, and I'm with two of the best in the business. These guys, they get down when they do their thing. You know, I got my man Reno here. He's great with the piano. We got you know, he's good with the drums. He just picked up a guitar, as you've seen the other interview. And he does a little work with the saxophone. I mean, the list goes on about his musical knowledge. And my buddy Twan, you know, he's awesome with the keyboard as well and the drums. And then, you know, they both great beat makers. They both make beats. And for myself, I would like to say that I'm going to be just one of the biggest, baddest entertainers you ever seen on TV or anywhere else. And, you know, so all I want y'all to take from this is we authentic in this. We want to make sure that y'all see it through our product that we put out to y'all.
All right, man. All right. Perfect.